Hello, and just for the start, in these lessons we will be using Python 3.10, the latest version, the latest stable version at that time. And as IDE, I will be using PyCharm Professional to run my code, to write and run my code. Also, I'm using Windows 10, but in order to set up my database, I will be running some Docker containers. And don't be afraid about Docker. It is pretty simple that we are going to do with it. It's just one line but you need to download it. And you need to download Docker Desktop if that's, if you're using Windows, or if you are a Linux or Ubuntu or Mac user, you can easily download the Docker with a simple command line code. And in the description to these lessons, I will be putting some links where you can look at how to download and install Docker. Anyway, if you're feeling a bit complicated with Docker, you can just download PostgreSQL and run it on your machine. It doesn't matter actually which one you use, but I find Docker really simple to use. So first of all, I have created an empty project. It contains nothing, and I will be firstly setting up a virtual environment with Python. I opening up terminal. Let's run the first command. Also for these lessons, I will be putting some Jupyter Notebook code so you can go throughout our tutorial. It's like a notebook, but with some code. You'll be seeing what I'm saying, some things that I've said, what commands I will run, and what code I will write. So you'll be seeing this as well. And first of all, let's make sure that we have Docker installed. I opened up my Docker Desktop app. It looks like this. Nothing really important here. These are my created containers, but you don't need to know anything about that. So it's just running. That's important. Here in the left bottom corner, you can see engine running, and that's the most important part in the Docker. I am closing the window, and in my project, I will be installing all the dependencies I need and virtual environment. So first of all, you will need virtual environment. And using PyCharm, I can easily create it just in IDE, but I will show you how to do this from the console. So provided you have Python already and you have it in your path, so you can run the command pip. I will be installing the virtual environment, pip install virtual env. It is downloading it right now. Then I need to run the command python -m virtual env and the name of the folder where the virtual environment will be stored. So it's venv. And it has created it. You can see here. So I have here everything I need. And I will be setting up it as my interpreter. So I go to Python interpreter, add new interpreter, local, and here I will be selecting existing one, which will be in my path here. I press OK, and right now I need to install my dependencies. As I said, we will be using PostgreSQL database system. And for the connection into the PostgreSQL, we need a library called psycopg. But we will be using on Windows another library, which called, you will see right now, pip. I need to create a new tab. So my virtual environment is applied now, and we will be running command pip install. So we are installing into the virtual environment. We will be installing psycopg PG library, psycopg version 2, and binary. So it will effectively install on Windows machine without problems. Let's see. It's collecting, it's installing. All right. So also for asynchronous connections, we will be needing async.pg library, async.pg, and we will be using SQL Alchemy, and let's specify which one we need. We need version 2.0 or higher. And yeah, it has installed all the dependencies and we are ready to use them.